Okay, let's look at this so we can really understand the full implications here of what we're seeing, and really how incredible it is, and how much of a relief it is. I mean, about time. About time. I mean, I know so many people are ready for the truth, and the joy is that the truth is that Jesus Christ is the real deal. Absolutely. And that all that we know, which is absolutely 100% related to God's perfection of character as it's recorded into the Bible, is true. 100%. That's the beauty of it. We're not giving up anything. We're only expanding further what we already had. And that's what being progressive is all about. I mean, you don't want to be stagnant. We have to go from glory to glory, just like Jesus Christ's word said. Look it up, glory to glory in your concordance. From glory to glory. He says, my Father has many mansions in heaven. Many mansions? Many estates? Many dominions? The implications are beyond the normal view of the short-sighted human who leans upon his own understanding in so many ways more than he really understands himself. So the implications are grand. I'm going to try to show you here a little bit with this line, how incredible this line really is. Because we know that in Job 38, we see that at the very foundations of the world, we have these sons of God there. We have these basest of men, these foundational men, these exceptional men, these men of renown, these mighty men, these men of old. All right? So if they're there and they're being set up, what are the Most Highs sending them to set up these foundational men? Civilization. Exactly. That's exactly what I said. They're the same as the legend of the Anunnaki. Those from heaven to earth they came. That's what Anunnaki means. It's exactly the same thing that sons of God means. And they're one and the same. And I'm going to continue to be able to show you that in a unique way. We're going to compare in other video series Sumerian translations right to the Bible. You're going to find out they're exactly the same. And it's going to be talking about these fallen ones. So this is what it's doing here. It's telling us where all of these ancient, advanced civilizations come from that have been set up on this earth at the very foundations of it. And it don't come from no aliens. That's the beauty of it. It frees us from that. It frees us from that whole huge deception which we see is just covering the globe right now. And here we have the humble truth. No. These civilizations are a result of a high order of spirit sonship, which was specifically sent to this world by spiritual beings that are under the direct order of Jesus Christ, and that they had a mission to fulfill, which was to reveal the spiritual truth on this world. And they began that mission, and they began to set up some of these very ancient material civilizations. And of course, our world shows the remnant of that. But as we know, some of them rebelled. Some of these beings rebelled, and they gave up the way of showing mankind the spiritual truth. And of course, some of them began to still build civilizations, many of them after that were of the crooked path, that promoted the light of the serpent, not the light and the truth of the Father, but instead this supposed wisdom bringer. That's where the confusion is. So we find out that it's the decree of the Most High rulers to set up these sons of God at the early foundations of the world to become the basest of men. But we find out in Job 38 they rebelled. And we're going to find out further in Daniel, just in a few moments later, about this rebellion in a unique way. Before we do that, I'm going to go through these verses here in a single video. I'll be back.